And that's something my next guest would like to change. Josh Gebhard is 35 years old and has been dancing all his working life. He's now working as a dance teacher across the Northeast. Thanks for coming in, Josh.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So you're keen, really, to let the next generation know that dancing is a viable career option, aren't you?
Definitely, yes. There's no reason you can't make a successful career out of dancing. I've done it, and I know lots of other people that have done it as well for a long, long time.
Tell me about your route into dancing then, what your background is, Josh.
I started dancing when I was about 6 or 7. I got severe asthma and couldn't play football and rugby, outside sports anymore. They advised my parents not to do that. So I started dancing just as a hobby to start with, just so I could keep fit. When I was 16, I decided to try and make it into a professional environment with it by going to college, which was a line that I didn't really realise I was looking at until it came to making that decision. But since then, I've never looked back at all.
Was it easy or was it quite a tough journey?
It was quite easy, really.
Was it?
A lot of support from family and friends that showed me where I could go, and my dance teachers were massive helps, showing me which route to take and how to go about it.
What type of dancing were you looking at? I mean, were you specialising in any specific type of dance, or was it across the board?
When I first started, I just started with jazz or modern dance, and then progressed over the years with tap, and then I didn't start ballet actually until I was 16, when I went to college.
And that was in Blackpool, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
which is kind of the home. You think of Blackpool as the home of dance, don't you?
Yes, yeah, definitely. There's a lot going on there, or there used to be anyway. It's not as successful as it was, but there's still a big history of dance in Blackpool, which is nice.
And I guess the idea of starting ballet dancing at 16, how easy was that to kind of get your head around?
To be honest, with the group of friends that I had, it was very, very easy, really. There was the odd joke. Still get the odd joke now. Twinkle Toes is a favourite. Right. But apart from that, it was really easy. All my friends at college, obviously, they did it as well, so that was fine. And it wasn't seen as a big thing.
Is it true to be a good dancer you really have to master ballet?
I think it helps.
Right.
I think it massively helps. I don't think you need to master it, but I think having a good understanding of ballet is brilliant.
When you said to your friends and your family, when you were, that age, that, I think I want to do dancing as a job, what was the reaction?
To be honest, I can't remember.
Right.
I think it was just, most people thought it was going to be a natural progression.
Right, yeah.
I think the teachers at school were the worst. They were the ones who said, "Oh, you can't make a career out of that."
Really?
Yeah. So it's just, I think when you're at school, they don't push you into the arts. They don't see that as a viable career. But there's no reason it can't be. There's no reason at all.
And that's something that you're very, very passionate about now, isn't it, in what you do?
Definitely, yeah. I want to show people and help people make it into a career in dance and get as much as they can out of it.
What was life as a professional dancer like, Josh? I mean, what sort of things have you done? Say, have you done theatrical shows, things like that?
Yeah, I started when I was 18, 19 on a cruise ship in Japan, traveling all over Japan and China, doing a review show. So you get to do all types of dance on a review show, which is lovely, and it's different shows kind of most nights. Then I've travelled all over the world working for different cruise lines, again doing review shows. So you get to do every kind of dance. It's not just specialised in one field, which is quite nice. So it really does broaden your horizons.
Is it as glamorous as we'd like to believe it is?
It is when you're on stage, but there's a lot of hard work that people don't realise. And a lot of people, when I was on the cruise ships, actually said, "So what are you going to do when you grow up?" So I don't know if they realised that it was professional. And even in the show that I've just retired from, actually, in January, people still said, "Oh, it looks so professional." And we were like, wait, we are professionals. We are doing it. Yeah. So yeah, it is funny that some people have this perception that dancing isn't a career and isn't a job, but it's actually more than that. It's a lifestyle.
Is it a tough industry for a man to be in?
It is. I was never specifically a ballet dancer. I've just trained in ballet, so I don't know too much about the ballet world itself. But as a dancer, it's quite easy to be a male dancer. It's just the stigmas that go with it, really, from the outside.
Do they still exist, those stigmas? Because that seems really old-fashioned.
They do. I have a little boy who comes to my class. I have several little boys that I teach, and still I think sometimes it's difficult for male figures in their lives to appreciate the fact that they want to dance. There's still this stigma that dance comes with different things, really, but there's no reason that changes you or who you are or what you're going to be.
I guess nowadays as well, you look at people like Ashley Banjo, who, and diversity,
Exactly.
who kind of have made dancing really cool for both male and females, and actually is on television a lot now.
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot more now male figures in dance that have helped with that. And the boys that are coming to me now, there's more and more of them. Still less in the ballet world, which is a shame, because ballet does really help with all aspects of dance. But we're getting there slowly but surely.
As you get a little older, and obviously dancing is a very, very physical thing, and it's something that you've done for most of your professional life. What happens as you get older? Is there a point where you think, I can't really maybe do this to the extent that I have been doing it, and I have to slow it down or change it up a little bit?
There definitely is. I've got friends that have been doing it for a lot longer than me and are still doing it. They just seem to keep going, like they're timeless. They really are. But sometimes your body just gives up, or you want to stop before your body gives up. So it's a decision you make personally on how much you love it. I still love performing, and I'd still love to perform, but I still want to be able to walk when I'm older and play with, and be able to take my little girl out and enjoy the time with her.
So you teach now, and tell us a little bit about what you do, what you teach, because I know you do several things, don't you?
Yes. I teach for baby ballet in the northeast, in Dunstan and in Whitley Bay. We have several classes going on there from 6 months to 6 years old.
6 months old then?
Yeah, so that's actually one of my classes that I really do enjoy teaching, because people are so surprised that you can take little ones to a dance class, and it's more of a sensory class.
Right.
So don't think they can't do pliés, they can't do pirouettes at that age. We're not expecting them to be able to do that. What we're expecting them to do is, or what we're trying to teach them to do, is clap in time with music and follow along, get them to use their motor skills. And to be honest, after maybe one class, they're getting it. They just love to copy. They're like sponges, and the speed that they progress is unbelievable.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It must be a really nice class to teach, young kids coming in, girls and boys. I mean, do they all turn up in their kind of pink tutus and, look like little ballerinas, mini ballerinas?
Some do, and they love that, but some don't. Some like to wear their own clothes, and it's a choice that they make as children themselves, or as the parents make. It's up to them. You can dress them as a ballerina in the pink, and however you want to dress them and do their hair, but some come kind of looking a bit more relaxed and comfortable, and it's whatever they feel comfortable doing.
Yeah. There's no set kind of
there's
or uniform or body shape or type, I guess.
Absolutely not. That's the thing. It's not. You don't have to think. When you think ballerina, you see the pictures and you see all these thin, long, tall legs everywhere. But that's not what we're about. We're about teaching ballet to everybody.
What do you see with regards boys then coming in? Do boys want to dance?
Definitely. Boys definitely do want to dance, and to be honest, I think lots of boys, given the choice, will. I teach in schools as well, and they come into lunchtime clubs to teach, to be taught. And the amount of boys that come in out of their own free will, in their own time when they could be outside playing football, or come in to dance, is unreal.
But again, I guess that's because of the likes of Ashley Banjo, and you've got the Greatest Dancer, for example.
Exactly.
To have this dance show just aired on the television.
Exactly, it's becoming a lot more acceptable. I think is an awful word to say, but I think it is becoming more acceptable socially for boys to dance, which is strange because there's never been a reason for it not to be.
Do you encounter the whole dance mum thing? These mums that are very bossy and very pushy. Do you see that from time to time?
You can do, yes, you can do. Luckily, there's not many that I know. But I know there are some out there, definitely, yeah.
Do you think that's a necessity, though? Do you think, with regards commitment, because to become a professional dancer, to become successful in your field, there's got to be a level of commitment from you, but also from your parents?
Definitely, yeah. You need the support of your parents. I've never had pushy parents, but I managed to get there myself with a lot of help from them, but it was all my decisions. Some parents push too much and the kids end up not wanting to go.
Yeah.
So it's more that the parents are living through them. If you get the correct balance where the parents are willing to support the child and take them to wherever they need to go and whatever times they need to go at, and be understanding that the dance schools sometimes need them there for longer or for doing shows and exams, then if you've got the commitment from both sides, from the child and the parents, you've got a winning formula.
What do you think dance has given you? Now, I know that you met your partner. Obviously, you met your wife. You were both working on cruise ships, so it's given you a family.
Yes, definitely.
It's brought you to the northeast as well, because you're not originally from the northeast.
No, not at all. I'm from Blackpool and Claire's from Bournemouth, so quite away from Newcastle. But it's it's home now. Definitely.
Yeah, and a job brought you here.
Yes, a job. Sorry, that was Boulevard, a dance show in Newcastle City Centre, which was great. We thought we were coming for 6 months, and we ended up making a life.
Yeah. Oh, fun. So would you say how you've spent your working life really has shaped you as a person so far?
Definitely. I don't remember being as confident as I was when I was younger, but now I've definitely come out of my shell, shall we say.
What would you say then to anyone who's listening who have kids in their family who have expressed an interest in dance but perhaps don't, sometimes you do have a lack of confidence, don't you? What would you say to them as a way of encouraging them maybe?
Just bring them along to a class, get in touch with us, and you can come along to a taster class. You don't have to commit to it. You can just sign up and see how it goes. It's not for life. If you come to a dance class, you don't have to stay, but bring them, see if they enjoy it, see if they like it, and I promise you they will.
And a career as a professional dancer is doable.
Oh, 100% doable. And there's so many different fields. You don't have to go and perform. You don't have to go and travel the world. There's a lot of stuff in the UK, but you can be a teacher. You can be a teacher and teach dance and teach children and just make them happy.